Greetings everyone, I am Thomas the Retro Nerd, reviewing the games good or bad. I know it's been a couple months since my last review, but dealing with some computer issues and of course surviving the devil that is the cold and flu season. Nevertheless, I am back and I'm ready to review games again. But I just can't sit here without a good franchise for you, so how about some Punch-Out! Boxing has become one of those sports that is now a laughingstock, for some weird reasons. Though I do enjoy the action it brings. We can never forget you, Muhammad Ali. In the world of video games, there are plenty of options out there, though none of them left an impact as much as Nintendo's Punch-Out!, their most underrated series in my opinion. Sometimes whenever someone mentions the name, they either think of Mike Tyson's Punch-Out! On NES, the SNES game Super Punch-Out!, or hell, maybe the Wii game. Like what most gamers didn't realize at the time, it started as an arcade game in 1984. Also, yes, I did some Punch-Out! Videos during my first year of reviewing games, but seriously, I could have done better back then. But come on, if I want to talk about Punch-Out!, I had to start where the franchise began, so you know what? I'm gonna boot it up and go from here. Alright, I'm gonna break this glass, Joe. Okay, let's see what we got here. Oh, his eyes glow yellow? Oh, that means that he's gonna attack. Oh, okay. Oh, what do the buttons do? Uh-oh. By the way, I love the poster that promoted the arcade game. It feels like a metaphor of what's to come to the player. The game knocks you out and it wins. The cabinet is really unique because of the dual screen design, DS. Haha. How did it get like this? Well, you can blame Donkey Kong for that. The arcade game was very successful that Nintendo accidentally ordered way too many monitors for the cabinets. So they decided while developing Punch-Out!, they used the top monitor for the overview and score, while the bottom monitor is for all the action. The game was developed by Genyo Takeda and Shigeru Miyamoto, and the music was done by Koji Kondo, his first composition with Nintendo. Funny enough, the theme was taken from an old Gillette commercial. I wish I was kidding.
You look sharp and feel sharp too. Choose the razor that is built for you.
Now that we got the backstory done and over with, let's get into the game. So in Punch-Out!, you play as a green-haired boxer who will later be known as the main character, Little Mac, fighting to become a heavyweight champion of the WVBA. That's World Video Boxing Association. The controls are a bit strange to work with. That is because I'm playing this on the arcade archive of my Nintendo Switch. A is right punch, Y is left punch. When you punch your opponent enough, you will fill up the KO meter where you can dish powerful attacks. Yeah, strong hooks and uppercuts. Don't spam it, they'll eventually dodge them. Knock them out 3 times in 3 minutes, you win the fight. That's right, you only have 1 round 3-minute matches. If time runs out, then it's an immediate game over. Yeah, laugh it up, fuckface. You only have 6 opponents in this game. Some of them you recognize. The way to know they'll draw a punch is when their eyes glow yellow. Sometimes I can't even tell their patterns on when they'll draw their punches. That's because they sometimes move slow and I don't like it. Other times the controls get locked when I get hit. What am I, stunned? Why is this a thing? You're just finding more cheap ways to make me lose. This game was made to be hard. Go ahead, take every single quarter out of my pocket. I fucking dare you. I couldn't get to Mr. Sandman, the final fight of the game. I got stuck with the horribly racist pizza pasta from Italy. And that's it.
Come on, end of a fight.
You only get 1 rematch to try again. Fail again and it's another game over. If you guys don't care about being champion of the world, you could always just aim for the high score. That's what I do. By the way, I love how there are some voice sampling in this game. Kinda feels like a real boxing match.
Ladies and gentlemen, introducing in the red corner, Paul Cole.
The game is tough, but I understand the appeal. There are other modes that you could try out with the Arcade Archives version. Even if you turn the difficulty down, it's still hard. Nevertheless, the game had succeeded for gamers. Just 9 months later, Nintendo released Super Punch-Out to the arcades. It's the same as the first game except for 2 major things. There's only 5 opponents instead of 6 from the last game, and you can now duck in this game, which adds more strategy. Believe me, the fighters in this game have intense moves, so ducking is a must. Hey Ryan, can you please not interrupt me? I'm trying to review a game. I really like that you can also attempt a fast time in this game. Guess that explains why the counter is in reverse in this one. However, this game still has some questionable decisions. Bear Hugger is fine, but thanks to my friend Alex, I am very defensive about Canadians. Who else am I going up against? Oh, for fuck's sake! Dragon Chan takes Hong Kong and shoves it up your filthy ass. Of course, his name was supposed to be a combination reference of Bruce Lee and Jackie Chan, but still, he even throws in kickboxing to his attacks, which in regular boxing is bananas illegal. You can't get worse than this. I quit. You really pushed hard on the Russian stereotypes right into the name. Vodka Draginsky, really? In all seriousness, I got as far as Great Tiger until he pummeled me. His pattern seems impossible to figure out. The attention to detail I like in this version is that you have a bandage when you decided to rematch. Feels like defeat, but it is cool. Much like the first game, Super Punch-Out is fine. I heard this one is hard to come by in the arcades. Since they're both available on the Nintendo Switch, I say there's no trouble finding them. Oh, and there was also a spin-off of the series called Arm Wrestling. It is only released in North America, and I can see the influence. Since it didn't get a digital re-release, I can't talk about it that much. It has the same dual monitor design like the Punch-Out games, another series of colorful characters, and the game did well as the others, as I've heard. However, this character named Mask X is just Bald Bull in disguise. That's all I can say here. There was also a port of Super Punch-Out on the Commodore 64 titled Frank Bruno's Boxing. Instead of Little Mac, you play as a character named Frank Bruno. Though the game is literally the same. I can see why they tried to cram a dual-screen game to fit on an old computer monitor. Use the Rocky theme? Really? What? Was that the Lion Slaves Tonight? I think I had enough with this review. So now that we saw the roots of the franchise, let's see it blossom. In 1987, Nintendo released Punch-Out on their home console. And just letting you know that I don't want to make this as some sort of marathon or something. I'm not good at it. Just think of it as a look at the Punch-Out franchise, just going in chronological order. I know what you're gonna say. I can hear you typing, so don't do it. In the meantime, I'm Thomas the Retro Nerd. Thank you all for watching. See you guys in the next review.